Hey, what's up everybody? This is King Crypto coming in. Before I start, I just want to say thank you so much for giving me all these views, and I just gained 400 subscribers in one day from 50 subscribers, so I guess I'm doing something right. I was really worried there for a minute. Kept making videos every day, and I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna be able to make it in the crypto world? But it seems as though I made something worth watching, so I'm going to continue to do that, or I'm going to try to. Anyway, I'm going to do my random comment now. I was going to read through everybody's before I had 200 comments almost, so can't do that now, but let's pick a raffle, or start a raffle. Alright, I think Verge is profitable in future. What you think? Well, I also believe Verge is profitable. That's what John McAfee said before. Honestly, I do need to look up Verge a little bit more to understand it. I do understand it's a privacy coin. So, yeah, I'd have to comment at a later time. Now, this is all the money I have. Unfortunately, Litecoin is going down. This was $21 just an hour ago, but Litecoin will go right back up and you'll get your money's worth. So let me send that right to you. Alright, awesome. Alright, we're going to dive into taxes today. We're going to talk about what the IRS considers Bitcoin as a tax, what kind of tax it is, how the tax bill is going to change Bitcoin taxes, and TurboTax tax. So there you go. It didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to, but let's move to the bad news because, let's just get that out of the way. First of all, the tax bill is going to stop the Bitcoin to Ethereum trading tax-free, and all that means is that they're just talking about those two, but Litecoin is included. Now, pretty much this Litecoin to Bitcoin, when you trade from Litecoin to Bitcoin or Litecoin to Ethereum or Bitcoin to Ethereum, those are untaxable events right now. And if you've been in this for a little bit longer, you would know that you can pretty much avoid taxes by doing it this way. Like, let's say Ethereum's having a good day and you want to make a profit off of that, but you have your money in Bitcoin. You can convert Bitcoin to Ethereum, and you can enjoy the 6% profit today without it being taxed, without the conversion being taxed. You know what I'm saying? Now, what we do now is, let's say you make a profit from $1,000 to $10,000. That profit will be taxed, but it couldn't be taxed if you did it through a conversion like Ethereum to Bitcoin. So now it is taxed. It will be taxed as soon as this is signed and it goes underway. And it's very upsetting, but we're just gonna have to live with it, and we'll be okay. If you're a good trader and you really know what you're doing and you stay confident, they can tax you as much as they want. You're still gonna make a lot of money. So you got to think about it like that. And this is still the opportunities we have with Bitcoin and with all these currencies. I mean, today it doesn't look too hot, but we can't be mad at crypto right now just because we're having a few bad days. That's kind of ignorant, to be honest. It'll come right back up, and when it does, everybody will be gloating again. So, alright, anyway, moving on. Next thing is, what is a Bitcoin tax? Now, I thought for the longest time it was a capital gains tax, but it's actually a property tax. And depending on how you use it, it can be taxed differently. So Bitcoin, let's say you're a business and you pay, or you allow people to pay you in Bitcoin, that is taxed as an income. And that just means, that's as simple as, you work at a job at 7-Eleven, whatever money you make, you get taxed a little bit on it, and that's the same with Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be taxed the same way. It's a little bit more complicated because Bitcoin goes up and down, but nevertheless, Bitcoin, when you hold Bitcoin, it is not a capital gain, it is a property tax. Now, I didn't know that. I thought it was a capital gains tax, and honestly, I still don't want to say for 100% certainty that this is the truth, because I feel like the IRS makes things a lot more complicated to screw us over. But for all intents and purposes, I even have their white paper here, and we can see very clearly that it says, for federal tax purposes, virtual currency is treated as property. So property tax is much different than capital gains tax, and it's much better than capital gains tax when you look at the percent that they tax you. So this is just Ohio. I don't know why I picked Ohio, but their average tax rate in property is 1.3%, 1.5%. So that's nothing like capital gains, which can be 20% to 30%. So we're still in the clear. There's still a lot of money to be made without them getting in our business. And honestly, I'm kind of confused why they made it a property tax when it's the most intangible kind of property I've ever heard of. But I digress. One more thing, Bitcoin miners must report the receipt of their virtual currency as income. So that's kind of the same thing as accepting Bitcoin at a store. They're making Bitcoin and they're earning money from it, so they have to include it in their gross income. So honestly, that wasn't that hard, right? That wasn't hard at all. I hope you understand it now a little bit better. It's not confusing. It doesn't have to be confusing. I will give you some more advice though. Please, when you make money off of Bitcoin, be sure to make another checking account and put your money that you made on Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency and put it in that checking account. Because once you do that, when it comes time to tax season, you can make sure that it's all there, and it will give you much less headaches. And when you get a CPA or a certified professional accountant, which you definitely should have for this, because this is more complicated, you can just show them, here, this is all the money I made. This is in this account. It's not mixed with anything else, and it'll make them have a much easier time. You can work together to get deductibles. I'm sure there's a lot of things it'll make this a lot easier, and you probably won't even have to pay as much as long as you do it this way. So if you hate taxes as much as I do, please like this video. Maybe subscribe to me too. Give me some donations to pay off those crappy taxes. And yeah, I'm King Crypto. Judging by these subscribers, I'm starting to feel like King Crypto. I know 435 isn't much to most people, but to me, waking up and having one day gaining 400 subscribers is a pretty good feeling. So keep them coming in. I'd love it. And have a wonderful day.